Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of Drew's Food Reviews, and today I've got another episode of Classic Candy Corner. Now this one is something I really remember from when I was little, and they were a little bit different though when I would get these. If you would go to a true candy store or a true shop that had, like, you know, strictly candy, popcorn, that kind of thing, they had all this stuff on display, usually bins of the things like saltwater taffy where you get yourself. They'd also have like candy by the pound that you would go to all these different places and you get them by the pound. You get, like, you know, saltwater taffy, the non-Perriells, the Sour Patch Kids, all that kind of stuff. And they would charge you like, what, $7, $8 a pound. So you'd only get like a little small portion for a couple bucks. And then at Jawbreakers, they had all that kind of thing. And these were always in jars. And they were either like behind the counter or in front of the counter. And I believe they were like a penny a piece or maybe a nickel a piece later on. And these, I guess that's what their names were. Now I just used to call them, like, yeah, candy sticks. And they're kind of like candy canes. These are called old-fashioned candy sticks. And they're just like candy canes. They're a little sweet. They're little sticks, but each one's a different flavor. And what you would do is you would just ask for a different flavor, and they would go through the whole thing. And they had all kinds of different flavors. And these ones are green apple, cherry, blueberry, peaches and cream, and watermelon. And it seems to me like they had root beer, they had licorice, they had, all different kinds of flavors when you would go in there. And cherry, lemon, lime, cream soda, yeah, just everything that, you know, was a good flavor. They would have a little bit of unique, and it was just a different candy cane. And he seemed to be a little bit smaller than I remember, and each one was a different color or different swirl of colors. Like here's the green apple, and blueberry, which I don't really care about, but that's what they had. They didn't, I found these at Big Lots. They were $1. And when I went back later, they didn't have them anymore. So I think they kind of got out of their classic candies. I think they kind of got bought out or whatever. They must have got a deal on a bunch of classic candy, and some of the things that I found before are not there anymore. Or maybe they're just cleared out for Christmas time. But here's one like peaches and cream. And here is one that is watermelon. So I'm gonna go ahead and try one of these. I've tried blueberry. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not gonna sit here and try every flavor of these, just for the fact that I don't want that much sugar, and I don't know. But here we go. Yeah, so these would be along the lines. I think you can get like different candy canes that usually around the holidays. They always have the different candy cane flavors now. They've got like Cold Stone. They've got Sour Patch Kids. They've got Starburst, Sweet Tarts. All these different kind of candy cane flavors that, you know, weren't back in the day. It was usually just peppermint. That was it. And maybe you would get like Hershey's chocolate ones, or maybe, you know, something a little bit different, or wintergreen. But yeah, here's the one, peaches and cream. I kind of want to see how this one's going to taste. Ooh, that's nice. It's got that little bit of peach flavor to it, very intense, and they were 50 calories per stick. Yeah, 50 calories per stick. One stick is 50 calories, and just plain sugar with a little bit of artificial flavor, depending on what one you like. So, and I know that they used to have them. They would have them in jars. They would have them. They seem to be a little bit bigger though. Maybe when I was little. And if you look really closely, I'm almost positive when you watch Willy Wonka, the original one, when they go into the candy store and the guy's singing, you can see all the jars on the shelf of all the gumballs and different things. And I'm almost guaranteeing that they had these. They also had those big swirly suckers, the swirly one and the big flat one, all the multicolored ones, those, and just all the different things. And this one was pretty good. Oh yeah, peaches and cream, that's really good. And it's very intense for the flavor. A lot of times when you get to the middle, and then it's just kind of plain, it loses the flavor. It doesn't go all the way through, but I don't know. But it does kind of remind me of the old classic Willy Wonka when they were in the chocolate room, and then they went out, and then they got to the part, and then he says, you know, lickable wallpaper. Lick an orange, it tastes like an orange. Lick a strawberry, it tastes like a strawberry. Lick a snozberry, it tastes like a snozberry. Who ever heard of a snozberry? Well, you know, that's what they had. All the different unique flavors, and, you know, like Willy Wonka said, we are the music makers, we are the dreamer of dreams. And if he wanted to make a snozberry flavored wallpaper, he could make a strawberry flavored wallpaper. And that's what I say. Don't question anything that anybody wants to create, because it might just be something very good. And that's the way I try to live my philosophy. You know, who knows, maybe snozberry might be the next new thing, you know. Always coming out with something new, and just might be something you guys like and you just don't know about it. Just has a little bit of a different name. And like I said, these are good. They bring me right back to when I was little. The flavors are spot on. They were all classic, and some of these old time nostalgia candy makes you, you know, go back to a time when you were little and just kind of think about, you know, what kind of things you used to have when you were little, and either your parents got them for you, or if you were bold enough to go out on your own and, you know, ride your bike around town and go check to the stores. If you had a quarter or something in your pocket from your allowance, you go down and check something out, and you'd get, you know, candy, you get a candy bar. A lot of people would go get, you know, like a slush or a bottle of Coke or something, you know. When your mom told you don't eat sweets, it'll rot your teeth, or, you know, you shouldn't have that caffeine, it makes you hyper. But we didn't listen. We were kids. We'd get the sugar, we'd get the candy bars, we'd get all that stuff, and, you know, it was all fun. And like I said, I really like going back and just kind of remembering the things when I was little, and maybe spark a few memories in you guys out there by the things that I find, you know, like this, or classic candy bars that have been around for a while. And some of the more mature viewers tend to appreciate a look back on something, you know, from when they were little. And they used to have it all the time. And now I know this wasn't available maybe in some of the other countries. Maybe they had a special candy that they used to have when they were little, and it was one of their favorites. So, you know, if you did, go ahead and leave a comment down below and let me know what maybe you remember getting a lot, or what was one of your favorite candies. And like I said, these were something that I could remember, you know, having all the time. And it was, like I said, if you ever went to a candy store, chances are that they had different jars with all the different flavors in them. And some of the more popular flavors they would only have a few left. Some of the other ones that no one liked would always be full, like the black licorice, or the, you know, I don't know, different other ones. And then they even started getting into the weird things like buttered popcorn and, you know, kind of like the weird jelly beans. That's kind of what this reminds me of, is like a jelly bean kind of thing, when they started getting into the strange flavors. And, you know, originally the jelly beans just tasted like sugar. You know, they were a jelly bean and they were just different colors. They didn't, cherry wasn't really cherry, it was just red. Then they started getting into all the, you know, unique flavors, the Jelly Bellies and the things like that. And this was pretty good. Also now they're getting into the licorice, that's all different flavors, so yeah. So anyways, that's my memory of the old-fashioned candy sticks, I guess that's what they called these. And it was always fun to go down memory lane and go back and try these for you guys out there. And I will keep looking for more classic candy to show you guys. And it looks like Tazzy's looking for stuff too. So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the subscribe and the notification bell right over there, right by Tazzy's tail. And until next time on Drew's Food Reviews, this has been another edition of Classic Candy Corner. And I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in, and I'm hoping that you're enjoying the series. So until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.